Dave, you're not going to believe this, but we're live.
Holy moly, guacamole.
And bonus,
That looks
Dave,
awesome.
it's the
That looks
last,
nothing like Sandman.
yeah, it's the last few hours of my Zoop crowdfunded art book.
I can't believe that we're not going to make it to 30K. I mean,
Uh,
what kind of fans do you have that they don't want to see you shirtless?
I don't know. They're bad people in general. Of course, now my dog is starting to yip and yap. We'll see it. We'll see what he can do here. Yeah, so Dave and I are going to. Are you actually going to draw Sandman?
Yeah.
All right, so am I. I'm going to do it.
Well, I'm going to watercolor
Oh, you are? Oh, I almost wanted to do that today, but I just don't have that. Let me see.
I found a really good photo of a guy heavy in shadow, so that's going to be my inspirato. And
what's all those boxes there, Dave?
Oh yeah, Jason bought these Wonder Woman. My art dealer bought these Wonder Woman. Let's see the Red Sun Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay. You're gonna sign them up?
Well, I'm doing remarks, and
cool.
But I hate drawing on that surface.
Yeah.
So I came up with an idea. I don't know if you can see it, but
yeah, you're gonna put stickers on there?
No, I gessoed
them.
So.
Oh, cool.
I'm doing like a box a day. Little Wonder Woman here. So I don't know where's your wife?
That's always a good question. I'm always that's like ever present on my mind where she is. So she could be anywhere. But I think what I'm going to do is I'll put the camera on you. You start drawing. Oh, here she comes. Yay. Okay, I'm going to close the door here.
All right.
Because
don't put it on me. I gotta. Well, shit.
No, I just wanted to. There's going to be. I can bring it back here. There we go. Excellent. And while you're getting ready, I'll do a share screen here, and so everybody can see the Zoop page. Let's see. I'll refresh it. Look at that. All right, that's where we're at. Dave, you would like to see it at 26. I'd like to see a few people drop out and maybe get it back down to, like 20, something manageable.
Well, that's because you're afraid of going shirtless.
Exactly. If I can get some people to unsupport it and go back down to 20, I'll be happy. So, but I don't understand crowdfunding the way some people do.
That's a good plan. I like that plan.
Yeah,
you're a chief.
All right, you're going to see it. Hold on. Let me get some inspiration by looking at what Dave is up to here. Okay. Looks like if I'm not mistaken, it looks like you're drawing.
I'm painting.
You're painting? That's not fair. So Dave, someone would like to know how they get one of those Wonder Woman Spunko.
My art dealer is going to be selling them eventually as soon as I ship them off to him.
All right. So check with Essential Sequential. They're on Twitter and they're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. On Instagram, they're called Sequence Art. But find them there.
Oh.
Pardon?
Did you change the name on Instagram?
No, someone must have had Essential Sequential on.
Somebody beat him to it.
Someone beat him to it. So yeah, which is a shame. All right. So I'm going to start drawing myself. I'm going to do a little drawing. Mine's not going to be all fancy like yours is.
Well, this is actually easier in some ways.
I'm sure it'll look awesome. Let's see here.
So how's been your week, Dan? The fans want to know.
Fancy. Very fancy. Let me get this better on there. Just a lot of covers. A lot of covers were due that I have to get done. Plus, I'm finishing up issue 4 of Canary, so it's a lot of crap these days. I guess
So
crap.
what you're saying is you're doing a lot of crap. Is that
yeah, I'm saying that, exactly. I'm doing a lot of crap. I don't have the benefit of some fancy studio.
Yeah, so, man. Hey, you could have.
Well,
you could have had it all, Dan. You could have had it all.
But instead, I chose a silly thing of my family.
So should we talk about Sandman?
I'm happy to talk about Sandman. As you know, I've been pretty vocal about it with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that it's interesting. I mean, I've been watching it. I haven't watched the final the Cats one yet, but have you?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was probably one of my all-time, and probably everyone's, I'm not alone, favorite issue in Sandman. It's up there, I think, for everyone.
Yeah, it's interesting how they did it. I wasn't expecting there to be an animated, episode, but I guess that's pretty much the only way you can do it when it's about cats. I mean, I never read the book, so.
Well, you could do you can do 3D animation for sure.
Well, that's what they did, but I just meant. Oh, you mean like where it's realistic?
Yeah, where it looks realistic, exactly.
Yeah. No, they didn't do that.
No. I don't know if you can see mine. I'll zoom in on it here. What do you think? Am I done?
I think you're done. Who is that?
That's the Sandman, Dave.
Is that
It's not Neil Gaiman. I'm not sure what the actor's name is who plays him, but well, yeah. You know what? I think that guy is really well cast. They did a great job with him.
I mean, not to play, because I'm not I never really read the book, but I was kind of sad that they didn't go with a more like giving them like at least black context.
That would have been cool. I mean, I have mixed feelings about a lot of the casting. I think that was interesting, but I think my biggest problem, and it's not a problem, I'm thrilled that it's on there, but my biggest problem was I thought that the tone could have been a little more like Game of Thrones. I think they could have taken it a little more seriously, and I think it's a little campy.
Yeah.
But it works overall.
Maybe you should tweet that to Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, I like that he keeps responding to everyone. I get a kick out of that.
Yeah, you learned your lesson on that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just an opinion. He's got an opinion on it. He has the foremost opinion on it. It's his thing. So I'm sure if he's happy with it, that's really all that matters. I mean, everybody has these ideas of what it should be, including myself. But you liked it, right?
Yeah. I mean, once again, I was never really read the book. I mean, the story. I never thought in a million years that I was ever going to work for Vertigo. Mainly because of that. Because I wasn't that type of an artist. So it was, shocking to me that, I got the 100 Bullets gig. But that was a whole new direction of Vertigo,
Mm-hmm.
It was no longer about those kind of books. It had a different, broader genre going on at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So is that Papyrus? You're doing Papyrus?
No, I would never do Papyrus.
you don't want to piss off
Gosling. No.
That by far is, I think, one of my all-time favorite sketches that SNL ever did.
Oh yeah, I don't. If you guys haven't seen that sketch, about Ryan Gosling complaining about Papyrus, the font Papyrus, and was it Avatar?
Yeah.
It's just too good, especially if you're in the art field at all.
I mean, just to notice, to notice that and make a whole sketch about it is brilliant.
Oh yeah.
So, do you think they ought to get rid of SNL?
I mean, why would they?
Well, I don't, like the Keenan, Ivory Keenan, whatever his name is. He was, one of the longest running cast members on the show, is saying maybe they should just end it at 50, at season 50, which would be putting him out of a job.
Yeah, would be.
I don't know. It's always, I think it gets a little stale, and then eventually a whole new thing starts, and, you never know if it's going to be good again.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, it just depends on the cast, really.
Sure, and the writers.
Obviously, yeah, the writers. I never understood like how much of the cast is actually writing that stuff, or how much it's writers.
Man,
it's kind of cool. See, what?
Go ahead.
No, I was just, we've been lucky and fortunate because of Jason being friends with Monahan.
Yeah.
We both of us have gotten to go watch the thing taped, so it's kind of cool.
Wait, when did you go? I don't remember you going.
It was 1 year. I was at the New York Con, obviously.
No, I know that, but I mean, who did you go see?
I don't have it committed to memory when I went, Dave. I apologize.
Well, you don't remember who the stars were?
Well, Bobby obviously was on there.
Well, I mean the guests.
Well, I don't, because I was backstage, and you're not really watching the show, honestly.
That's weird. What, you couldn't get your tickets to the show?
Well, no, I was backstage the whole time. It was kind of cool just to be, with all the actors that were there. I mean, I remember, who's that guy from Superbad, and
well, then he was the guest star.
No, it's amazing. What's super cool about that show is how just people show up, which I thought was amazing. That they're just like, the party after that is insane.
Yeah, no, I went to that. That was fun.
Yeah. So, I think people show up, they're like, oh yeah, that show's great. Blah, 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 way to go. You killed it. But they really just want to hang out after.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, when I went, it was Bruce Willis.
Oh.
He did not seem happy about being there, though.
Well, he has an interesting reputation in Hollywood for that, in particular. Not exactly the shining reputation.
I think I've already screwed up.
Oh no! Let's see. Oh, yours looks amazing. Mine is kind of like. Let's see here. Let's focus on Dave for a second.
This paper I picked is just not good. Holy crap! I think the regular comic paper you gave me is better than this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ted wants to know what's up with it. Jeff is actually doing a real drink and draw right now in his hometown, so he is enjoying the real thing. Dave and I are faking it right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Let's see here. What are you currently drawing? Says Nick Lindsay. Well, I think he means not this, obviously. So what cover are you currently working on?
I just finished up one for this book, Mike Oeming's drawing, James Tynion. Is that his name?
Tinian?
Tinian?
Yeah.
It's Project Blue Book. It's about alien abduction and stuff, I guess. So I just did a cover for that.
I
And
am.
unfortunately, I'm not doing Marvel or DC like you are, but
Well, that comes and goes. Sometimes I'm like, how come I'm not doing, more DC, and then it goes in waves. And like right now, I'm doing a little bit of both. I'm doing some Marvel um, covers. I got a cool Catwoman cover coming up. Um, what else do I got? I got a bunch of interesting stuff for sure.
well, everybody wants to be in the damn business now. So
Yeah, now's your time. Get that sketchbook.
that's right.
You could be in the Dan business too. Um,
Yeah, other than that, just more. I am doing more Batman audio adventure
yeah,
covers.
those covers are coming out spectacular.
Yeah, they've been fun.
Well, I think you're a guy who's born to do Batman.
I mean, it's nice being able to show what Since the other week I showed uh, what I didn't use.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice to be able to show the one that I did go with,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is a much better.
Did you land up selling it?
No, I ended up giving it to Jimmy Palmiotti.
Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jimmy was.
I was talking about just throwing it away, and he was like, "No, take it back." I told him, "Well, if he takes it, he can't sell it. You'll have to do the what Colin Christensen told me to do with his uh, failure piece, which was destroy it. So if I die, and you see Jimmy trying to sell it, you got to remind him he's got to burn it in a fire."
Kind of burn it. Jimmy was nice enough to do a shout out of everything I'm sorry, I'm literally it's always harder for me to do the pencil stuff, the pencil rendering. Here, I'll go back to it's both here. It's interesting. I can see it on the page a little bit. When I'm looking at the screen, I can actually see where the values are a little bit more.
So I don't know if you've heard any gossip, but like I'm hearing the blogosphere talking about how all this HBO Max is going to affect DC Comics.
How do you think it's going to affect it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, unlike a lot of the pontificators, I choose not to try to play armchair quarterback until the facts are out. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Unless some of these people have access to the boardroom, I think it's kind of funny that they're oh, this is exactly what's about to happen, blah blah blah. So
That is true.
I always find that kind of funny. It's all these people with opinions that think they know exactly what's going on when, I mean, literally, they know nothing.
That is true. No, I have no clue. No clue what they're planning. But I think people have to remember this stuff is a business, and they're going to do whatever is good for business.
Yeah, well, I agree.
And that's the bottom line. So if people aren't supporting the comics, they're going to try to find a way that they can do it so that they want to continue to do it. It's in their best interest. But yeah, a lot of people like to make it sound like there's some kind of dire, scenario there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it is. Who knows?
Yeah. This is actually coming out better than I thought.
Yeah, I'm sure to fix the problems on mine.
What do you think, Dave?
I like it. Kind of looks like the kid from Sum 41 or something.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just trying to figure out all the values and I don't do it. No, I'm gonna go on David Finch's show in a little bit.
Me too.
Oh, you are? I can't wait. See, you can actually paint with them. I'm kind of jealous.
Well, I didn't say I was going to paint. We were just going to talk about covers.
Oh, I think
I've focused on one of his covers way back in the day on the cover blog. So I think he brought that up the other day. So that'll be oopsie.
Yeah.
But hey, I stand by everything I've ever said on that blog. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, they all can't be winners.
I think he was talking about, maybe I talked about my aversion to everybody always drawing Batman on a freaking gargoyle. I mean, I get it, but, at the same time, if you're going to do that, do something unique with it.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, you better plus the shit out of it because everybody else has done the same thing. So if you can't do something at least as good, maybe try something new.
Yeah, every time I do that, I try to, do something that hasn't been seen before. But the truth is, people love that.
I know, it's a thing. Just saying, it's just me being a grumpy old man.
You're so grumpy. This is coming out pretty good. Gotta work on the edges. It's a trick to this is all the edge work.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This is what I'm going to use to ink with, everyone. Let's see if you can see it.
You got any other questions? Have any celebrities commissioned either of you guys? Well, I guess it depends on your definition of celebrity.
What I get all the time is people, I get screenwriters wanting to do their comic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can do it in 5 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, Dan with AI, now they'll just do it themselves.
I have one of these cool brushes. I don't know if this constitutes as a brush, but it's like a scumping tool.
What'd you call me? Scumbag? What?
Called you a scumbag, Dave. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I thought we were friends.
In a sense, we are.
In a sense.
Let's see. All right, here's an easy part for me. And yes, I'm going to use a ruler. Something I hate doing, but I kind of force myself to use it here.
Say it ain't so, Dan.
Sorry.
You're down now. You were my hero.
For never using a ruler?
Yeah.
It's not much of one. All right. That's it.
Is that why you switched cameras so nobody would see your secret shame?
No, I did it so people could see it.
Is there a special ruler you use? You know?
Is there a special ruler?
You know, people are like trying to figure out how to draw, and they're like, well, obviously you're using some kind of special pencil or ink, you know, to like
To
no,
create, yeah, some kind of cheated.
yeah.
No, I use the same one my dad gave me. So
I love the. I use the see-through rulers.
yeah, I just used an orange one.
I mean, those literally changed my life when I found those.
Why is
I
that?
mean, well, they make perspective so much easier because you can use the grid and you know just line stuff up like super fast. You know, to make sure everything's you know straight and even. Whereas before you couldn't see it. You know, you had to kind of eyeball it. I don't know. Maybe you feel different.
Opinions vary.
Maybe you like that wooden metal ruler shit. Just not my thing.
Never. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to use, so I kind of laid down the values. Now I'm going to come in and put in some blacks for some high contrast. So maybe if we get,
Dan, what kind of values? What kind of values do you have?
Good old-fashioned ones, Dave. Unlike you, living downtown.
Yeah, well, I'm having fun.
You definitely are. I'm glad you moved down there. Seems like you enjoy it. All your new fancy friends.
All me fancy friends.
Dave, what was the last comic you bought?
Oh my God. Decorum.
What?
Decorum.
Oh, Decorum. God, we should get him on as a guest. He's a solid drink and draw guy.
Right? Make this all look bad. Jeez.
Yeah. No, talk about a talent. Huddleston. Humble guy too.
And I can't remember the title of it now, but it looks really interesting. Image is putting it out. I'd have to look it up again, but it kind of reminds me of a European style book, but I think it's American.
Is it another book kind of like Huddleston's?
No, it's more animation looking. I bought it off Amazon. It's not out yet, so I've got the whatever waiting for it to be released. But I figure it looks really, really cool. Super energetic. But you know me, I'm trying not to get too much crap in my life, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm always trying to pare down.
Yeah.
I don't need less. I don't need more clutter in my life.
Yep. I don't want to be like the guy I was telling you about earlier,
your neighbor,
the book hoarder.
You're a Lico? Somebody's outside and the killer wants a piece of him.
Yeah, it's turning out all right for a quickie 30-minute.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
We're only staying out for a short time, right?
Yeah, we're not bad. This is not good. I'm almost done.
A truncated drink and draw. like it.
You like a good short drink and draw, don't you?
Well, you know, in today's age, you know, it's
Bite
all
size.
about the TikTok attention span.
Yeah.
So have you been watching She-Hulk?
No, I have not.
It's actually good. I like it.
You've been me?
Sad that it's only 30 minutes. I mean, I'm like, God damn, you know, it's already
that's
over.
good. I'm happy you're digging it.
The second episode, Mark Ruffalo, they wrote a line for him that was awesome because they've got who's the British actor who played Abomination in the Ed Norton one? Tim. Shit. Anyway, you know, they had the same actor who's playing he's playing the Abomination and She-Hulk.
That's
And
nice.
you know, those were two separate Hulk stars, you know.
Yeah. Ed Norton in that one, and yeah.
They wrote a really good line for Ruffalo that kind of seals the deal, kind of ties it all together. Like, you know, said something to the effect of, "Well, you know, that was a long time ago. I was a totally different person." You know, it's like, oh man, that was freaking brilliant. I wonder if I should add a Raven since you're still working on here.
Is it allowed?
Yeah, why not?
It's true, Dave. You're the master of your own destiny. Do whatever you want.
It's like the Raven's head is very particular.
There's so many ravens and everything these days. It's like perhaps you remember my book, Dave, An Unkindness of Ravens.
Well, I'm more of a kindness of ravens, not an unkindness.
Yeah, you're a kind guy. I'm a little bit cruel.
Yeah.
So that's what amazes me, that you and I can be friends. There's a genuine sweetness to you that I lack.
Damn, how do you draw a raven's head? I got to look at my own work.
Yeah. No, I'd have to pull something up. I couldn't just. I mean, I could draw something that kind of looks like a raven.
Huh. Where is my latest post?
Yeah, didn't you just draw one?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up right now. Ah, yes. Yeah, I wish I was friends with a raven.
remember Cyril Hellwine?
Yeah.
Cyril started feeding a crow.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like that I would totally do that.
You would feed a crow? But you would.
I heard this story about this little girl who started feeding crows and in her backyard, and they started leaving her baubles, like shiny things.
That makes sense.
As tribute. I was like, man.
Hey, Dave, you love shiny things.
I just think it would be cool to be friends with a crow, you know, or a raven. Come on, Dan. You know you'd feel the same way.
Yeah.
House in your backyard.
I tried to befriend a hawk. I kept trying to. I was like, Elena, can I leave meat out there for it? And she's like, no.
But yeah, you don't want them taking your dog. Your dog could.
I think my dog could take it. Is that how you get into character?
Yeah.
You do the drawing, start calling.
There you go. Yeah, a little Raven. I think I kind of screwed up a little bit, but
No, I think it looks good. All right. It's getting a little disturbing.
But seriously, I think. Well, I don't know if you'd like She-Hulk or not, but I thought it was pretty well done.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a glowing. If you like it, I know you're pretty particular. You know, that's plenty to hear. That's good. It's good enough for me.
I mean, I've always liked Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. I thought, he's a charming fellow, So
Yes.
I think the show, having him on the first 2 episodes, really helps lay the groundwork.
Now, does he actually come out as the? Does he Hulk out at any point or not?
Well, he's constantly hulking out.
Oh.
Like they made a deal with each other, like him and Hulk, to kind of combine, so it's no longer, separate but equal, I guess. But that's kind of the origin. They have well, I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it, so. But like I said, I dig it. I've seen a hell of a lot worse. Let's put it that way.
Where?
Like, I'm not really big into the DC TV shows, or even most of the Marvel TV shows. I've never really. I don't know. I need to give Punisher a go. But
I like the Punisher.
Yeah, I just assume that because it's TV, there's only so far that they can push things, to make
no, they push it pretty far in Punisher.
All right.
So I think you'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I just hate watching something that I know the writers had to hold back on.
I don't know. I have to say that's one of the shows that didn't seem like they're holding back at all on that one.
I'll give it a shot.
Which is probably why, it may have not been re-upped at the moment. Pretty brutal.
I think I'm done because I think if I do any more, I'm just going to screw it up.
Okay.
Turned out pretty good.
Let's see here. Let's close up. All right, someone says, no disrespect, but Dave rocked this one. That is really cool, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a 30-minute.
Not bad.
I don't know if I like that crow, but.
No, the crow looks phenomenal. I'd like to see those, some little aspects of a claw in there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Is that how you get into character, Dave?
That's how you get into character, I know.
It's true.
Don't you told me you dress up whenever you have to draw Conan.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
I would love that.
You dress up, you hold your sword, which is not a euphemism. And you play the soundtrack.
I do love that soundtrack, Dave.
That is one of the best soundtracks ever made. I mean, it just puts goosebumps on you.
Yeah, no, it's some good stuff.
I
might be done. I might be done too, Dave.
I think you should have some hair coming into his face there. Looks a little bit, you know. I think he needs more emo vibe.
Yeah. See yours again. Can you see yours? Let's see. Definitely got some hair in the face. All right, let's see what I can do here.
See my collection of heads.
That's pretty cool.
Here's my Conor McGregor head. You jealous, Dan?
I am jealous. It's exactly Conor.
I know. Well, I couldn't resist when I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy that. Got him. I got a Henry Cavill. I got the Aaron Johnson. I don't know. They're just good, strong faces. You can light them. You know, kind of get your own stuff.
Where was it from?
Aaron Johnson.
Oh, that's the name of the company.
No, oh man, I can't remember the name. It's a weird name with a PH. Somebody will probably know. It's kind of like I'm doing the dark Sandman and you're doing the light Sandman.
Yeah. Got my crazy equipment out here. Let's see here.
I love this skull. This one's really cool.
Oh, I didn't see that one. It has kind of a Mignola feel to it.
I mean, it's got a magnetic jaw that you can remove.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at this.
That's really cool. Wonder why they didn't make it in.
It's like a really good skull too. I mean, there's different types of skulls, and not all of them will have just that classic skull proportions, but this one's like fantastic.
How come I wish they would have made it white though.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, if I want something lighter, I'll bring in the big boy. Look at this bad boy. Look how realistic that is.
Yeah, jeez.
I mean, I think it's like a medical supply looking thing. I mean, look.
Yeah.
I mean, they went all out. I mean, even on the inside.
Jeez, I like how they made it look as if it's deteriorated and everything.
Yeah. Just reminds me of going to Bernie Wrightson's studio way back in the day when he was in New York, and he had an entire real skeleton and a half skeleton that he had hanging from the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was not. He had things in jars that I don't know what they were, but I mean,
I don't know why I love hearing that, but that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, literally, if he was ever accused of killing somebody, that would have sealed the deal right there. They just lock him up straight away. That studio is so what you would expect Wrightson to have. It was amazing.
It's funny though.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, a couple of hairs down in the face. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Very stylish.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not translating as well on the screen.
What do you mean?
The values
are
looking a little bit crazier on the screen.
Well, in mine, it's translating a little darker than it is. But
let's go to yours one more time here. Can you bring it up a little bit? Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, great values.
Yeah, that photo really helped.
Here's this one. I mean, it's getting. Let's see here. Yeah. Because of the reflectiveness of the lead, you're seeing something.
Oh, yeah.
You're not seeing the full thing.
but
it's still pretty cool.
I kind of wish you'd gone with papyrus though.
Just for that reason. And then we send it to Gosling. You know what? Daniel's friends with Gosling. We should ask him if that was his idea or he just kind of went with it.
No, that wasn't his idea. Come on, it's not a comedy. Whoever wrote that is a comedy genius.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying Ryan Gosling couldn't have written it, but I'm pretty sure he didn't write that. It might have been the guy who was in it, the guy who actually played the graphic designer. Kyle Moody, I think his name is Mooney. Kyle Mooney.
Oh, that was his name.
But I don't know. I don't know how much he writes on the show as much as acts on the show. But everybody writes on the show. I guess that's how you get on.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm going in with or maybe I should show it. So I'm going in with an eraser. But I'm actually using it to kind of sculpt and draw a little bit.
So were you looking at a face when you did this, or is this out of your head?
No, this is the actor.
Oh, you mean the actual actor who plays it?
Yeah, the actor who played it in the series.
Oh.
So I was like, because I've drawn Neil as I've drawn him as Sandman. I mean, everybody has,
Yeah.
At one
Here,
time.
I'll show you what I was using for reference. If you want to click over.
Hold on. Oh, wow, it's a great photo. Yeah, it really. I mean, people think people don't realize how much like good reference can really that could, obviously you gave it your own slant.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't trace it or anything, but yeah, definitely. It's just something to look at, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of neat to see, our interpretations of these things, because it's still going to have your feel to it.
My stank.
Dave Stank. I think this is it.
So you think? I mean, I think I can find some flaws with it if you want to keep working on it.
You bastard. Would you? That is one thing Dave and I do pretty good. So we're pretty brutal with each other, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, well, I'll try to be. I mean,
it really helps. It helps me a great deal whenever you are.
To me, a limp critique doesn't help anybody grow as an artist.
Yeah. Now, typically, like you'll give me some critiques, and I won't be overly thrilled hearing.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to hear something's wrong, but if something's wrong, I'd rather know it and maybe fix it.
Yeah.
Well, this has been scintillating.
Has it, Dave? Well, I appreciate you coming on. And
yeah, check. What are we at? Did we? I doubt we went up any significant number.
No, we didn't. I wouldn't say you and I did a great job of, boosting the art book. But what I will say this about the art book is there is tons, and this is maybe not everybody's into this, but I am. As an artist, I like seeing process work from artists, and I put like all the process stuff I have.
Yeah.
In that stuff. So.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Remember, there was somebody criticized our drink and draw books for being too wordy.
We don't have to read it.
Well, it's not like we took up any space.
No.
I mean, we didn't sacrifice art for our words. We were trying to fill in gaps where we couldn't fit art. But I just laughed at that critique. It was like, okay, sorry, brother. Sorry you hate words,
Yeah, I tried to add plenty of, I'm mostly the stuff in mine is me really just kind of goofing off.
Well, that was my favorite part of the whole process was, us just riffing off each other in word form. Mm-hmm. I mean, that made it feel true to the drink and draw experience.
Oh, totally.
So, but once again, everybody's got an opinion.
All right, let's do this share screen. We'll see. Oh, it did go up, Dave.
Oh.
So there.
Well, I guess people really do want to see you shirtless.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Look at that. Went up during our broadcast. Thanks, everybody. Anybody who Patrick Wedge is too busy looking at Dan's Zoop campaign. What do you say here? I'm late for work, and it looks like I missed some amazing process artwork here. Thanks, Patrick. Patrick, for anybody who doesn't know, does all the he helps out with Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor's paper films efforts on Kickstarter or whichever platform they're using.
It's basically the engine of paper films.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
or the transmission. Maybe Jimmy's the engine, he's the transmission. Jimmy puts them into gear and he just goes.
Yeah, no, he does a great job.
Yeah, Patrick's a great guy.
Yeah, he's very. I mean, that's a testament to Patrick. Like he wasn't even a part of this one, and he was super helpful. And the guys at Zoop were like, can you get Patrick to do this and that? And I'm like, I'll ask. And of course, guy like that, he's pretty generous.
Well, that's because you got nude photos of him. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, no, of course.
I mean, Patrick's not stupid. He knows. He's got to keep some of this stuff secret.
This is true. Well, thanks everybody who supported the campaign. It's got 5 hours left, basically. So up until
tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell.
Oh yeah, imagine knocking on your neighbor's door. Hey, gosh, I'm not here to borrow any sugar. But, there you go. And there's our little drawings, everybody. I'm going to put in a little bit more work, and then I'll put this on Twitter. If we get up to 30,000, maybe I'll raffle this off. How's that?
Well, you've got other things to do if it hits 30,000.
It's true. Dun, dun, dun. I like that effect. That's kind of a Dave Johnson effect.
What, the shine?
You know how you do the reflective color?
Yeah.
Haunting.
All right, Dan. Well.
All right, senor. Adios, everybody, and we'll be back soon. Sorry, we weren't too chatty this time, but we're actually. It takes me a little bit. It's a little harder for me to pencil than to just ink when I'm inking. It's kind of autopilot.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. It's like it's hard to concentrate when you're having to entertain at the same time.
Yeah. But that thing came out really cool. You really captured the mood, and it's kind of the Sandman from the comic. That's the thing I would really like to see you do. It's a Sandman, like 10-pager. I used artwork from Frank Quietly to kind of promote this thing because, man, what an artist that guy is. He has such a haunting, cool feel to his work.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's good.
He is so good. And then you look at as an artist, you sometimes will kind of look at his art. Let me put it up here real quick. Sorry, Dave, but
people
you look at his artwork, and if you break it down, you go, okay, let me look at Death's arm there, or that hand on Sandman, or any of this stuff. Like if piece it down. You go, oh, okay, I'm capable of that, or he's using a limited palette. But no, I couldn't do something like this on my best day. It's really
who's the pirate-looking guy?
The guy with the shirt open. I forget his name. But they did a cool little story together. A while, I guess, long. I mean, it doesn't feel like that long ago, but it was a long time back, and it was kind of cool to see. Cheers, everybody.
Yep.
Adios, Dave. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody who chipped in. Bye-bye.